FPX up against Leviatán. Best of 3 to decide who survives in this what has been the most stacked Valorant tournament ever.
Yeah. The only LATAM representative still within. And EMEA's first potential team that could be going home here.
Yeah.
And we are getting ready for it.
Oh, baby, the crowd's fired up, and so are we. FPX starting off on attack, and there is heavy presence defensively here from Leviatán. So many members from FPX here as well. The first kill goes in favor of kiNgg.
What a good orb as well, just completely concealing one side of this. They are ripping them apart right now. That knife from Shyy delayed them so much at the beginning.
And you've got to be careful. Tacolilla has taken all of A. There was just a drone that went through mid. There is nowhere for FPX to go right now. They cannot easily pivot. And there you go. You see the man on your screen holding the angle. Has already sent off a couple of pot shots, make you think twice about rotating back his way.
He's giving that up early. Very early, actually. And he invested a ghost, so no headhunter to get the one taps at that range.
Yeah, really not a ton of damage dealt either. Shao may have used the heal on himself. But either way, yeah.
It's still not much room to work with if you're FPX, though. Obviously, they took some space back on the backside, but Tacolilla has rotated as well. He's sitting right outside the kitchen right now. That's a great shot from Angel.
Yeah, crispy little punch back from the caller for FPX.
30 seconds
and off
left.
of that, they think there's room to breathe. There's room to work.
20 seconds, though.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have a ton of time.
We do have Shao's wall, so they can go for this plant. Also, no utility actually delay past the ball, so this is going to get it down. They have a chance here.
There's the wall that you were just mentioning. It's such a nuisance in these pistol rounds. It takes forever to get through. But now that that's been dropped, they're just going to pick their way through it.
Melser does not have a counter wall here to go for the defuse.
What they do have is numbers, and what they do have is positioning currently, unless FPX continue to do things like that. They had the advantage as far as personnel goes, and they fumbled bag on that. Melser not able to land any shots. Both clips run dry, and it's an awkward moment.
Coming to the pressure.
He's normally the star for the Latin American representatives, and you're right, it was a quiet performance. We'll keep a close eye on him, as once again, it's pressure from Leviatán towards B, and this time there's a Vandal waiting on the other side.
And it's such a good prowler as well from Angel to follow up on ardiis' punish. Last time they got trapped in this garage, and this time they are dominating the lane.
Angel's already 3-0. They have 2 rifles into this round, a Spectre in the hands of Shao. And there's not even a sheriff to fight back with. Shao getting the spike down. Now Leviatán have to figure out how they're going to try to retake this thing back with the disadvantage that they find themselves staring at. It's all on to adverso as well in this 1v4. The one glimmer was this, it's XajDish who only has a sheriff. And
to lose the game.
Oh, that's cheeky. This time an early wall and aggression. It's not without...
Again, it's the same duel. 3 rounds in a row. And FPX, look at XajDish. He's gotten all the way into mid with his orb. Yes, he's tagged by the knife, so they know there's potentially an approach down at bottom mid, but is it tube? Is he already through? Adverso doesn't know.
Oh, he might. Oh, gosh. Oh, boy.
That's ugly.
Was that a safe haven bit right there? Has the potential to be it. As once again, FPX find themselves with the numbers advantage. ardiis able to do what XajDish was not.
And it's so slow. Look, kiNgg is completely on the other side of the map right now. Already determining. They want to save, and potentially a good choice, but it's a 2 versus 3, right? You definitely want to give yourself the opportunity to get back in this round. So early. And Leviatán playing very, very safe and cautious here.
I mean, they don't really. I mean, you see it on screen. Shyy and kiNgg have really no money to speak of. But you're right. You kind of wonder with it early into the half as it is. This feels like a really. I mean, there could be a case study on this, right? Like, is it better to make an aggressive play here and try to make something happen, knowing it's early and you can still right the ship, or do you play safe? The 2 were just mentioning, ultimates up on either side. Melser has a Marshall.
And it's not the aggressive B-lane push that we've seen for the first 3 rounds. Instead, Melser has that Marshall, like you mentioned, down the B lane this time.
Oh, and he spotted a gun barrel.
ardiis wants this fight
Here.
so bad. Spotted it, though.
He's getting a couple looks at it, too. Oh, surely he's already satchel up. kiNgg not able to hold the line.
And that's one of the rifles. Melser's going to get for it. ardiis is swinging. Oh, my goodness, just escapes.
But it looks like they want to continue. They want to continue to go forward. Zyppan has gotten all the way up on top of yellow. The wall's going to go up, and ardiis finds another.
And Shy's not in a position to nade this at all. So it's all on adverso, who does shock and get 2 kills. Oh, my goodness.
He's gotten him certainly further than they were just a moment ago. He only has 5 HP to work with, though.
The flank.
Taco's got to find value.
The chamber trip is down.
He's got the headhunter, but he's been spotted, position given away, and he swings out into 2 members. Shao and SUYGETSU staring him down.
Standing ahead.
And adverso, who's gotten them this far, is going to have to get him past the finish line himself. But, I mean, with no HP to work with and no time either.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at that movement that he had right there where he's backing off and then going forward with the dart. That's his teammate telling him, hey, try this. We've got to buy next round anyways. But he thinks better of it. FPX 4-0. Wants to get on top 2 here. So pay attention. There's definitely some things you can do here for adverso and Shyy.
Let's play.
Counteract this dart. Oh, he misses the jump, though. Look at that molly to deny the space from Shyy. He can't even peek Zyppan in that case.
Early stage wall down belong from Melser.
Also, this wall, too, thrown out from SUYGETSU. They definitely want to commit to potentially a mid-split or pushing down the B lane and then getting the site itself rather than playing off and back towards yellow.
You see Shyy up in kitchen has to respect that wall and not understand what's on the other side.
Wow, look how deep they're crossing actually in spawn right now. They're going to challenge Taco.
And he's not in rendezvous range. But he spots ardiis. Does he realize that SUYGETSU's up top? No, it doesn't matter. Taco's able to swing by just in the nick of time. And he's going to re-challenge. He's going to hold this angle again. Because why would you expect something like that? Taco takes the rendezvous, gets away.
FPX has no wall here to control the space. They have to fight.
Oh, and that shock dart and knife. That's going to delay things considerably. Or at least it should, but they're starting pushing on the other side. adverso, he's here. No visual cue. There's the wall from Shao. Now he's staring on the other side, but as soon as the panel goes down, he tries to engage. He tries to swing and fight. Res in the hands of Melser. Things get hairy.
Same with Shao, though. He can actually opt to dip back here.
Bring ardiis back. It's just so far away. Shyy on the tap. And there's no challenge. Now the gunfire ups, and FPX walk away victorious yet again. A 3v3 here turns into a 3v1. As FPX just continue to dismantle Leviatán, but perhaps kiNgg can do something to equalize things. He's got it down to a 1v1. Shao healthy, but time once again not on their side.
The 3rd save in a row, and this one obviously very much prompted. Rather than
a winnable situation, get away from them. You wonder what their mentality is going into this one. Perhaps a statement looking to be made, and so far that's been the case.
Zyppan.
And that was a Guardian in the hands of adverso.
I mean, talk about returning straight back to a group stage form. It's actually Zyppan who's doing it rather than Leviatán. Because his game against DRX was definitely more quiet than the group stages for him. And they did swap him back onto this Raze after playing KO earlier in this comp on Icebox.
Just one rifle left in the hands of kiNgg.
Look at the ults.
Oh, Shyy managed to upgrade it. Now he has the Guardian.
Going for more. Shy's by himself. Just completely alone.
Very aggressive.
kiNgg
you have ardiis on the other side, too. Oh, and you've got everything.
I mean, wow. FPX with such a good reaction. Angel was literally ready for that type of play.
Yep.
Zyppan's backing up just at the right time, too, and the Nightfall just decays them down. Traces their path.
And it's just easy from that point. It really is. Look at how far up SUYGETSU is. Or how far back, excuse me, really, as he's trying to keep Melser away. The thing is, they have nothing to save at this point.
One enemy remaining.
So maybe they're forced into the situation. Perhaps they can make a play off of that.
Save their dignity.
That doesn't seem to...
Them being that receiving end.
Yeah.
Them accepting the aggression. And that's potentially a reason why they were doing so well, was because they were good at that. Back to this mid strat. Zyppan fast over. Another entry. for the Swede.
And the thing is, Leviatán have, well, they had 5, now they have 4 ultimates into this round, so you wonder if maybe that's what they can do to swing the tide back in their favor, but an opening like that makes things so much more difficult.
Taco gonna go for the angle again. He's got the tour de force, but Zyppan just 2 steps ahead of him.
FPX choosing to go back to A.
There's definitely some big cancelable ults here. Obviously, Zyppan with his showstopper can get canceled by Shyy, so FPX should be aware about this. And great response there.
kiNgg using the ult, and there's a showstopper, but there's no response. He gets the ult off. Adverso is able to trade back as Adverso from up top finds a 3rd on the round. But now Angel, back sight. Trying to keep things back as Taco tries to bring Shyy back from the dead, and he does.
Zyppan's peeking him!
2v2, Zyppan from up top finds another. Shyy left alone. A little bit of utility to his aim, but not a lot of health. Spots one player, swings, nothing done.
From kiNgg as well, no Viper's Pit. They're going back to basics. And the thing is, FPX has already known that this is a thing, known that they want to go for this continuously.
Oh, this time ardiis splashed, and he finds nothing. Finally, the first time we see Leviatán get an advantage off of that play.
That there's res here, and all of a sudden that advantage is gone unless they can stop this res from going down. There's no more pinch coming from the A side.
And they're not in a position to really challenge this res that you were just mentioning, so you're absolutely right.
Here's
It just
their
equalizes back before it. Adverso.
It missed entirely!
Oh, it's not going to find anything.
The only response they had to stay in this. And it's back to 4v4.
Back into a 4v4 with 1 gun on the side of Leviatán.
Just ridiculous, man.
Just a proper dismantling at every single step. Angel pushing forward. You see Shyy with some utility out. As soon as the Viper wall goes up, the thing is they have someone back yellow. kiNgg makes that Guardian work at least a little bit. Shyy Sheriff does too. Excuse me, it was Adverso's. Either way, they're getting a couple of kills. SUYGETSU in this 1v2. Nothing. Finally. Is that what they needed? They need fire. They need something.
There was some great utility response there. At the tail end of that push when it was coming down from FPX, Taco's got the op.
Taco's got a challenge.
No found, nothing found.
ardiis pushing his way forward. Zyppan close by. Shao puts the wall up and he's going to get the spike down. They're going to have the Viper's Pit to deal with too. The shot dart's just a bit late, but Adverso continues to frag. Taco holding Sable with the operator. Again, they're going to have to get through the green goo before him. And can they do it? Can they find the space? I just don't know how they...
This pocket from Shao is devastating.
Yeah. I mean, the positioning is good. The ultimates are good. Taco maybe had a window and cracking something open here, finding an advantage, but it was actually Shyy who does it. Now, Melser gets the wall up, and they're getting the kills that they're looking for. Oh my gosh! Oh boy!
Volley's down!
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Is he gonna...
Just
oh my gosh!
I don't know if that was as a successful round as it looked. It did just get Melser's ult online right now. And it has been a lot of picks here out from FPX. ardiis has got his op up. And Zyppan's definitely looking for something.
The Prowler to work forward and lead the way. The drone is cleared out. As FPX are taking a slow, more methodical approach to this round.
And one thing that they haven't really done is commit the wall right now. So they still have room to pivot.
They want to go forward. Zyppan again returning to the scene of the crime where he just absolutely gets destroyed this time. Again, an opener going the way of Leviatán. ardiis still holding his angle. He's within the realms of his rendezvous. And you wonder here, Angel has already started to rotate out. kiNgg, hop, 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 my friend, hop! Oh, FPX. Seemed like there was a moment in which Leviatán could try to swing momentum back their way, but FPX just slammed the door shut.
Player standing.
And they're being methodical about this. 2 in a row, maybe. 3 in a row, absolutely not. SUYGETSU. Oh. Almost able to deal with Taco, but Taco handles him.
There's just no way he gets a handle on the round, though.
No. And ardiis has already got the mid covered, too. You can't really fall back through that. This could be the long lanes. He wants the op.
Man, our observers are so good.
Just so good, man.
That's just criminal. You see the bait is there. Angel going to get it. Whoa, wait a second. What are you doing here?
Nice slow. He's going to die for this.
Maybe.
Oh, does he escape? Yes. Look at ardiis, though. He crept all the way.
Is it an escape? No, it's not.
Flushed him out.
And FPX, so far, what looks like they went for a pick where they should have the advantage based off Leviatán being the worst team here.
Nice, 2 massive kills out from them. And it was off of that early wall. You can tell what their game plan was. They Sage wall B, they Viper spit A, and then they invest some presence mid to try to lock down every lane.
Your duty is not
I do love how much. Hold on. They're going fast to try to punish right now. Shao as well, getting the res back up too.
You will
to bring ardiis back into it.
Allies.
And there is an op on the floor.
Almost full strength here for FPX. And it looks like it may be a straight up 4v4 here for the site. kiNgg, the one exception, who's still playing back towards A in his ult.
I'm looking at adverso here. He's the guy who's been so electric for Leviatán so far.
Oh, that, did you see that little, there's a little crevice in the wall. But other utilities blocking it off.
Good orb here as well.
Yep.
This is kiNgg's, right? From all the way on the other side. So ran his way back over towards A at the beginning to get that pit down. And now he's supporting the other side of the map.
FPX having to pivot a little bit. Perhaps they can find some room off of a mid split.
Melser's waiting for this.
Understanding it's likely, it's inevitable. Melser gets 2. Now with 12 seconds left, they manage to get the spike down, but they're left in tatters. They're entirely outnumbered.
And then Shyy is going to get close enough right here. He's got his no command up online, so... Oh, the pulse ran out before, though. There it is. No TP available for ardiis, even though his rendezvous aren't down anyways.
You remember his clutch, this time with an op in hand. It was a Vandal previously. He takes a good chunk of damage there, switches over the Headhunter. Shyy on the tap as they start to rotate around him, and there's nowhere for FPX to go.
And that orb ends up being brilliant, too. Allowing them to pressure while they tap the spike.
So he has a little bit of something extra there.
Here they're doing the wall boost that we saw in their match against Loud. It got some value. Zyppan's coming this direction.
Oh, but it goes wide. He tries to find another. No. Stays for 2 shots. Eventually gets away. But good night, was that close. A 1-for-1 here as now Taco still holding his angle with the tour de force. Tries to get past the Sage wall. Spamming through it. Trying to find something. FPX have gotten the spike down. You see Angel, he's got the Nightfall, and there it goes. Instantly uses it, but Shyy pushing forward, trying to challenge, trying to fight, does.
Full blind.
SUYGETSU still playing up close as Taco tries to get as close as he possibly can, and now the wall goes down. The kills go up for Leviatán as they get 2. ardiis back by himself. He's got way too many targets in front of him. Melser's gonna get the defuse.
And they do get the round that almost...
Thank you so much, GB. Yeah, I think all attention, all eyes go towards this pistol. But I mean, it was Josh who said 8-0.
Yeah.
And ever since then, they've been 2-3 in pistols. Right, like a night and day difference. And for them to find themselves down 4 rounds, and it probably should have been more, to be honest, this pistol's so important. ardiis is going to get away. You see him, he tried to clearing out the knife. Didn't have the angle for it.
Just like the first round, some aggression down this garage area for Leviatán. But ardiis is able to reposition, actually bait out that knife, and now he has a great place to peek from.
And the dart was there! But ardiis swings out and cleans up Shyy.
Same orb as well used here from SUYGETSU. He's playing inside of it, though. And this is where we saw Leviatán struggle against Loud, is these mid-round positions where they're not finding anything when they lose an advantage. It's hard for them to fight back into this, even more than other teams. Taco, so much space on this A side. There is definitely room to work with here, but Angel...
His timing is so good, man, and now he spotted Taco. Taco still choosing to show a hand, show a little skin. But they have gotten onto A, and they should be able to get the spike down. Ardiis still close by. Now all of the reinforcements of FPX have arrived.
And look, FPX was prepared for these plant positions too that Mimi was mentioning on the desk.
Yeah.
Immediately the C's lineup going out.
kiNgg taking care of SUYGETSU. Ardiis still playing up
What a
top.
shot!
The shock dart right past his face! As Ardiis gets 3. Once again, the pistol so important, so pivotal for Leviatán, and it goes sideways.
It's 0-2 now in this game. Josh, absolutely right to point it out because
I feel like a 7-round snowball feels more like an avalanche.
their buy is so interesting, actually.
Revealing area.
So many light armors and only 1 Vandal here. Meanwhile, Leviatán is forced up into this. They've got a Stinger and 4 Spectres.
I mean, it's go time. Either you do it now or you don't do it at all.
This is exactly the type of thing that you need to be throwing at FPX when they go for these weaker anti-eco rounds.
Wall goes up. They should be able to get the spike down, and this is a different plant spot from what we were talking about previously. This is slightly deviating from the norm. For Leviatán, and now you see the wall go up. It gets spammed through as kiNgg is already playing for lineups, and there's nobody threatening his backside. There's no pressure. There's no flank. He should be able to sit back cozily. And there's the first. The first of should be, yeah, he still has 1 more to work with. FPX, yeah, they're taking their dear sweet time on these fights. They still haven't cleared out. They still haven't cleared out kiNgg though! Is the close play?
Plenty of time.
Yeah.
Plenty of time here. With this many players so healthy against 1 Molly. And nothing in this game now forced to save just a couple of Sheriffs and a little bit of light armor.
Early knife out towards long. There are 2 members from FPX who are already spamming into that lane. The Prowler across mid, pressure everywhere.
And the first 2 kills for FPX. Unfortunately, Zyppan with the Guardian, man. Looks so good right now.
Enemy remaining.
Both the 2. Massive frags on this team. Ardiis and Zyppan dealing it out. Now, I have to say, Zyppan, man, conversation after Copenhagen was, you know, he's not the type of guy that people were hoping for.
Sure.
But so far at Champions, he's really turned that on his head.
Taco's looking to turn this round on his head. He still has 4 shots.
44 seconds, no way to get this plant down. Zyppan actually doesn't have his nade.
But he does have a Guardian holding that angle. It's the player you just mentioned.
Well over the combat that Loud already displayed against Leviatán.
Take flight.
And they have to pull something similar out of the hat, and it's on their weaker side too.
This is interesting. Ardiis is tucked into this cubby.
Oh, he didn't get suppressed?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know that they're expecting him here. Oh, now they know. Oh, that was almost problematic.
But the swing is so good from Zyppan to follow up. And Ardiis is covering him.
Zyppan on the swing out, and Melser.
There's the trade.
I mean, Zyppan is still airborne when he got taken out.
The Ardiis is just hot.
I mean, when you're up 11-4.
1 enemy remaining.
And everything continues to go your way.
Oh, this was the first real big chance here for Leviatán to start to break FPX, and at this point, they lose this.
For Leviatán in this map. FPX around
C's
away.
missed.
Oh my goodness. The C's missed, but the nade did some damage.
And it would have found value had it hit. But it's actually Ardiis who continues
No
to hit. He
way.
finds the second from up and nest. He takes an aggressive spot. And he's rewarded. kiNgg's Guardian able to take care of him, but numbers still in favor of FPX. You mentioned that tour de force. You see Taco with it right now.
Has room to work with. But it is funny there. Ardiis for the first time actually does get suppressed. And he still gets 2.
With a shot at a 3rd, too.
And honestly, you expect Adverso to have his ult up online at that point, but that drone tag not going to do much either way.
Leviatán quietly work their way into
This is
A.
good. This is good.
Yeah, they've gotten this far.
That drone's giving false information right now, Angel. Oh, some noise given away here. That's a nice pick.
You don't have to worry about the nade. You do have to worry about the pit if you're FPX here. Spike's still not planted. Angel just jumps right in.
Angel classic.
Spike planted.
Shao tries to circumnavigate the ultimate that's been dropped at his feet. kiNgg, adverso, really, Taco, they're all playing within the confines of it. And Shao tries to get behind enemy lines. SUYGETSU's able to take care of adverso, but the pit is still up. SUYGETSU's left in this 1v2. Still have a cozy lead to work with here too, so yeah, why not? Go for a play. SUYGETSU with, you can tell he was mulling over the possibility of an aggressive Viper's pit towards A.
ardiis just got the shot off and the TP before him being suppressed.
You will not.
And it was across mid too. They have to invest the wall to try to bring the res back, and they do. How much more do FPX try to challenge here? They have 4 close by.
Big trouble here. They can't really pivot back towards A unless they go for a split, and there's a great pick again. ardiis
Teleport's ready.
trying to wait for this wall to go, but they've already crossed at this point. So many big ults here from the Leviatán, and they can immediately cancel. They have to use this no command, or Zyppan will have massive impact again.
He saw, he saw so much utility.
Oh, they're gonna push. Remember those plants that Mimi was talking about on the desk? Use the wall deep and try to fight the site.
ardiis still here.
He's in front of the wall too.
And there's
His ult's
the
gone.
ult. So they have to give the space up. No showstopper, no tour de force to think about right now. You see the utility dumped onto the side of Zyppan. Zyppan finds
Spike planted.
just a little nook to stay alive in. Now ardiis has fallen. Zyppan's still playing up top, suppressed. And okay for now.
Ult's back.
Shy's gonna have a hard time getting out of that one. Yeah, there's no way through.
Oh, they just broke the knife. Zyppan still has a chance
Is he
here.
gonna commit? Oh, he's considering it. There's
They
a
can get
100
half.
Fury, and there he goes. He goes up top, but he doesn't get past yellow. Oh, but he still gets one. Adverso finds one with the 100 Fury.
And he still has this wall up right now. He might stick it. He might stick it.
Gonna get challenged. He's expecting it, and Melser wins it out.
Well for them that time as the patience actually did pay off. FPX went a little aggressive. Angel lost his life very early in that.
It's a bit more patient after Leviatán. The spike is still back.
Come on, he's full blind. Fully flashed.
And perhaps that timeout was exactly what they needed.
Toxins going on.
Leviatán scoop up the spike, and now to start to rotate back towards B. SUYGETSU's still playing over here, and he should still have some utility. Yeah, he still has 2 mollies to work with. Ball up. Taco can't find his way to the kitchen.
I think Angel wanted to fight there, but with Shao. Oh no, the TP! Oh no!
I think you're right, Paul. I think Angel did fight there. ardiis with a rare miss. But a miss nonetheless.
Only hope they have is for Adverso to do this, and unfortunately it just locks it up. That's the map, almost certainly Melser in a 1v5.
Spike's out of reach, too. A prime gaming fall is for FPX as they put Leviatán away, and they tucked him in. They read him a story, kissed him the foreheads, and then said, good night, we're going to Ascent.
Gave him a little bit of time to have some play, but ultimately, they're running this show.
And the truth is, you look at the scoreline and you go, yeah, 13-6 is not great, right? It's pretty bad, but it could have been worse. I don't know that that accurately reflects how...
A little skeptical, but I love it at the same time.
It should be interesting, if nothing else, and we're going to see exactly how that dive works out as FPX are starting off on the attacking side in this second map. Again, if you missed the first map, I understand it was very fast. 13-6 in favor of FPX. Now we'll see how things pan out on Ascent, as we're just a few moments away from kicking things off, and it looks like heavy B presence.
Super fast here, and Sova and Fade here to do exactly that, but they're going to get flashed up to high heaven. Fall off. Look at this through market from ardiis.
And he's going into mid! The Frenzy gets the kill, and you already see the value of the Jet.
Look at them pivoting too. What a good pistol here. So far so good. They found one player here in Tree, and ardiis still a problem inside of market. Easy cleanup and easy sight.
These nuisance are going to have to deal with the one benefit.
No
that Artis
way!
made. We're both weak, but Artis still gets one before being cleaned up.
Planted.
Oh, 4v2 here is kiNgg. Stuck on the other side of a door. Has to reposition, has to think twice about where he wants to go.
That market dash is so good.
It's spicy, man.
What a tool. We've seen teams like Ascend and past champions do that exact thing. Wait,
Whoa.
he got two!
What?
It went through the floor!
Yeah. Okay.
Last player
All right, you're making a believer out of me. You've got it down to a 2v1.
Oh my goodness!
Pistols are back for Leviatán. First one of the series going their way.
I mean, you show that off in the first round here for...
Gonna get a look at the nade again. Sorry, buddy.
All good. Maybe the next.
Maybe.
Do have a lot of sheriffs here bought for FPX, and we saw the danger that was on... Wait, I mean, they didn't have many sheriff rounds in the first place, but there was a round, and it was the pistol round in the last game.
Knife is gonna get a little bit of info, at least spot out kiNgg. As FPX get quiet around the map. Shao playing a game of chicken here with Shyy.
Artis is going to take contact here against Taco.
Yes, he
There's
is.
definitely an angle here for Taco.
Yes, he is.
Oh!
Oh, the timing.
I mean, that swung right by his head.
Woo. Spotted a couple players who are going to be swinging off the drone. Where's the swing? There it is.
I mean, he's still not even aware of where Taco was shooting him from. You could tell.
Look at Artis down to 3 HP. That setup was pretty.
And they've rotated the two recons towards the side of the map that Angel probably wants to take his team. But they've worked their way into market.
Again, but this time the hit is towards B. Remember last time they were here.
Nice swing. Right as the door's closing, he gives himself a false sense of security.
Taco still trying to hold the line. He's found two with the headhunter meme. He said he needed to come alive, and he does.
One enemy remaining.
Giving FPX a taste of their own medicine. Players on the side of Leviatán still have a little bit of fire to them. As FPX again lean towards A. You mentioned the buy. I mean, it's rifles the whole way. It's vandals, but it's light armor on everyone.
Obscuring
Melser backing up, using his utility to try to delay, to try to buy some time. An artist is trying to dash forward the paranoia. Close by as the shot goes a bit deep, but Taco finds another. Adverso does too. But the problem, oh, it's just Melser who's left on the side, and he goes aggressive, he goes forward.
Two Spectres now to deal with. Both of these utilities should be coming up online right now.
kiNgg not able to land the shots, now the flash, the knife,
up.
the prowler, everything is used as kiNgg goes aggressive. Tries to challenge, and he does. He's got it down to 1v1! And this like ingrained into my mind.
I mean, shoot, it might be a lower bracket matchup still. There's still that possibility. I know a lot of people are barely hanging on to any hope here for Leviatán.
Look at Artis, the sly little devil that he is. And there was a setup there for Angel to take contact and Artis to swing out and challenge Taco, but Angel falls.
And even though those opening matches
Trap destroyed.
for Leviatán were so good, a lot of people still don't know Tacolilla, who is a slayer on this map specifically. You remember that stat that showed up 4-0 on this map? It's because this guy, this is his playground. With all the utility that he has with this comp, with his teammates, he has free reign across the map.
Note here very quickly as you think about engage. Artis has no more verticality to him. It's all horizontal for him from this point forward.
Still got the knives too, but so easily counterable from kiNgg. On the other side of the map though, so.
Unless he's got a crazy lineup and he throws it now, the timing is going to be missed.
Look at the, I mean, the recons are so good, but they don't find value. Finally, Taco.
30 seconds
Shyy
left.
getting in on the action. Shao to get to with
No
shares.
way.
Yeah. And pounding.
He's set up here for another peek. Artis as well onto Cat. It's a little passive, right? Watching for a walk-up, and maybe the way that Taco's played in the past indicates that they might want to do that. Instead, they don't. And the knife does find Taco.
Also, keep an eye on that shock dart that was just invested to clear out the trip from SUYGETSU. They put down a second? Or it was either stacked up in the shot. No, it had to have been two because the shock dart would have cleared them both from where they were.
Well, he could have also pulled it back. I'm not sure if he had both trips. Either way, yeah, you're right. You can put a little bit farther back and completely avoid that entirely.
But I think off of clearing those trips, you see Taco's glad to take a bit more of an aggressive angle into B. The thing is, FPX are not there. It's really just SUYGETSU who's close by.
So with the swap there, you just saw the op going into Shao's hand instead of ardiis. They're going to enter into the site for sure. But the suppress keeps the dash away. Will they still have it by the time this ends? They got to go for it. Yes.
Goes into the cloud burst. The nade's utility used to delay. ardiis still dancing around Jenny as you see Shao find some value with the op. Oh, they're all lit up! And Melser once again pushing forward. There are 3 on the other side. The flash is there as kiNgg shows up too! Melser holding the line.
And it's just too obvious what's about to happen. Right now, waiting for Melser for his star to come back up so they can smoke off this angle, and that's where both FPX players are playing.
Note here, Shao has his ult. Do they invest? Do they go as Shao gets decayed himself?
SUYGETSU gonna try to fight with it, but no shot.
Yeah, at this point, you just save the op. Move on. Melser's gonna get the defuse. Maybe a Thunder gonna get to 5.
What do you guys have here, man? FPX looking flat as all. Exactly the same start that Leviatán had in the first game.
Adverso with the Odin here. SUYGETSU put his cam up, and it just got recalled, I believe.
Placing the trip as well, so he's aware now. We'll see that game continue over and over. Hot clears pizza. A lot of room right now to maneuver on the map. They're gonna opt to use the room to hit Cat.
kiNgg is there. He has his ult. He also has Vandal.
That grab was beautiful too when he gets the tag.
Gosh, that setup was gorgeous.
As soon as the ardiis.
Wow, he's trying. Boy, that is bold, if nothing else, as kiNgg has gotten for the ace on the other side. To start off this map. A 6-0 lead for the
fast push here. FPX want to try to get in the site. Try to use the haunt to find somebody close.
Yeah, the thing is, Taco is wrapped around behind them. There's nothing covering the flank right now, so they're going to rotate right into him, right into his lap, right into the crosshair.
Can he get back to his TP? His anchor is close, and he does.
Yeah, and there was help mid from kiNgg.
No punish whatsoever.
And SUYGETSU was in a spot where he may have been able to challenge there, but
he was playing so passive on this B push. And FPX have guns in this round. The loss bonus so high at this point. It's going to be over and over.
It's not just guns, too. They have 3 ultimates at their disposal. No way. He slips right past it. Oh, he takes a step back. Eventually does clear it out.
The haunt was in the smoke there. Not going to spot anything. Oh, no. Shy's going aggressive with this Prowler.
And there are so many targets on the other side.
It gives him a spot.
No way, he lands a second, Shyy falls, but the damage has been done. Now you hear the neural theft through, Zyppan looking to go aggressive. He's going to flash through the cage. The Hunter's Fury has been used.
Cosmic Divide to get out fast. kiNgg, though, he goes on the other side of it, trying to find some sort of surprise, but it doesn't work.
Adverso did get a tag
on. No way.
He's just going aggressive. He's just going aggressive.
He's a psycho.
And he's trying to deny the plant. SUYGETSU keeps him back. Now it's Melser on the other side of the Cosmic Divide, as you were just mentioning. Should get a challenge on a Shao, gets it to a 1v1, but SUYGETSU peaks at 1v1, and then he still has a fighting chance. That's crazy. Operator in the hands of ardiis. You hear the Tour de Force used by Taco. And the cam causes problems.
Forces him off just a little bit.
Yeah.
But Shyy, you saw how aggressively he wanted to re-clear. Actually almost netted him 2 kills in that prior round.
And he actually did just use a Prowler to take the space, so Taco's able to re-aggress on that angle.
Smoke top mid, they can clear this. Shyy is actually up here.
Take flight.
Remember that haunt that cleared out market last time? There's going to be the swing from him with the drone, but ardiis is covering.
It was bait.
And the spam on the drone tag, not going to actually find anything either. Feels like for the first time in this game, FPX do come out with the first kill outside of the pistol.
And you can tell they've had some setups, right? Like they've had a couple cool things. It just hasn't really gone their way.
And this is where they've stumbled so often here at this A site with the amount of darts that are available for them. Thankfully, Shy's gone too, so let's see if they could actually get this recon bolt to light up.
He's gonna ult. And he's going to get back sight. I don't know. They are going to fully commit. They're going to try to funnel out onto the site because ardiis is already there.
Underneath.
But it's all been back and forth. Ping-ponging.
Oh,
go
Shao.
either which way.
Standing.
And they can res this up too, so it's a 3v1 now.
For as good as Taco's been up until this point, it's going to have to be his magnum opus, and he cannot deliver.
You're counting the numbers and wondering how much is enough. Certainly has to be more than this so far.
Absolutely. Or else bind is on the mind. Spike not even currently being carried right now. See the knife? Here's the thing though, Melser has gotten into wine. And surely FPX, understanding that they haven't had control of A long this entire time, should suspect something there. It's a dangerous game to play. Nice shot out from Taco.
I mean, Angel, what are you doing up there? Trying to give the spike to Zyppan for whatever reason. Without the mid control.
And the thing is, Zyppan had to be cautious there too because of the fact that the op should have just landed that way.
And now they're left with a tough choice, right? Go over towards B or head over back towards A where we don't have any control.
Shyy has a hold. The Prowler first used as he takes a step back. And there it is, a nightfall. Drop, the shock dart's there too. ardiis decayed, marked, deafened.
It's a great freeze, but he's spotted. He has to be careful to spam now.
He's taking the blades out. He's gone up top.
Just got ulted.
He just tries going so aggressive, and he finds nothing. Shyy still back sight. No, Zyppan gets a second. It's kiNgg and Melser who are going to show up, who are going to try to approach the site from a couple of different sides.
Another cheeky angle here from Shao too.
kiNgg has to go so far out to clear this.
Oh yeah, he has to give it up.
Yeah.
Knife broken.
Melser creeping forward. He should be able to spot one, but the thing is, on the challenge, it's going to be a swing. Melser doesn't get a shot unless Shao wants to fight. He does. Melser still wings it out.
SUYGETSU's in trouble now.
kiNgg
Does
has to
tick
go
back.
here. kiNgg has to go, but the op from Zyppan, man, he's been so good this round. He's already gotten 3. I think Melser just play for exits, get the op out of their hands. Don't really have many other options.
If he can crush them here inside the site.
And he's going to. He is
Really
going
nice
to.
job. Gets away with the op too. Just barely.
Let's see what the setup is. If you hear the early knife used. Should challenge. Yeah, and there it is.
I mean, so slow.
Yeah.
The swap here from FPX has put SUYGETSU's cam in mid. And you know the off, I mean, such a low cam too. That's actually godlike. Oh my
That's
goodness.
cheeky.
I was wondering if they were just placing it in mid so that, you know, the angles that Leviatán was playing so far have been really passive in that area. But no, it's just completely low. You have to break that from Cat.
Yeah.
And you get so much information. Flash over top 2. The protocols here from FPX are showing off.
He wanted to take that mid space. They were just challenging Forrest. kiNgg is flashed up. He's going to drop the nade. He's going to try to get away, but no, he decides
What?
to turn around, take the fight, and wins it out. But now FPX with numbers in their way overwhelm what Leviatán had previously. It's just adverso who's back on the side, and he falls.
And the save is called already. FPX. I mean, they just come out of that. Right through the arches, and that's where the execute starts. You normally do not expect that pace to be injected after such a slow default, but that cam controls mid, and they're so comfortable to just flash through the cage and bottom mid.
Yeah, make sure there's no aggression coming in defensively, and then waltz right into that space.
And it's been Leviatán who's been walking up inside of B main consistently, and unless it's really challenged, and that's they're flashed off that angle. So the mid split works amazing.
Melser trying to save. Drops ardiis, and it doesn't seem like he's going to get much else as far as contest goes. Although actually, SUYGETSU on the prowl.
I mean, these splits are really important to inject against the triple initiator comp. To split up where the utility has to go.
Taco still getting tagged by that cam.
Interesting, okay. Knowing that they just spotted the Cypher, who's normally playing over towards B. They actually call a double rotate over towards A.
Now 3 players on this side, and Melser has 2 of his stars at the entrance to main. Prowler clearing out tree. And man, FPX are gonna go right back towards B. Shyy has no ult, he's here alone.
That Prowler getting broken right there. Might have to call the swap right now, but again, Angel calling the fast push here from so far back. The haunt used already.
He's got to back up. I mean, surely he does, right? The paranoia, excuse me. The gravity wall is so good at delaying, but ardiis still dashes his way forward.
Here's the same Cosmic Divide to go fast. The dart just got shot out.
ardiis is going to peek. Of course he's going to peek, and kiNgg's waiting for it. He's ready.
Zyppan!
And Shao. Everything for FPX just falling exactly the way they want.
I mean, how did he get in that position? Did he give it up anyways?
Just so aggressive. So forward. As Shao gets another, and now Melser once again in a decision where he kind of has to save.
These last 2 rounds have been absolutely brilliant.
Oh, the last 5, beyAz.
I know they're
on 5 rounds in a row.
pace ships from FPX after the solid default has been wonderful. Both low here. Melser has a chance to really punish. Oh my goodness. But that doesn't even hurt.
No.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
No, but it looks good on VLR at the end of the day.
They've all been on point and on the same page.
And a little,
Shark attack possible.
yeah, but there's no dive. There's no go.
It's the Odin spam that we saw at Copenhagen.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
A distance shark attack.
Paranoia is going to hit 2. And now you've got the Nightfall. The Prowlers are going to follow up, and they're going to hunt them down. There's still 2 members on the site. Shock darts on one side, nades on the other, and now FPX try to push forward, try to take the space. 100 Furies, what they're going to have to deal with this kiNgg is also still alive. Now he's got his ult to work with. Shao and Zyppan, the only 2 that remain. They try to get FPX to 6, and I don't know that they're going to pull it off. It's going to have to be the Shao show. It's going to have to be an encore, and he's not able to do it.
Where is it going to come from? Already walking down mid, Angel. You've got the Sheriff.
Oh boy. They recall the smoke. They take the fight in the frenzy from downtown. Wins that fight out.
I mean, everybody contributing with the swing there. Probably through as well. Here's the first contact against SUYGETSU. There's a trip inside a door.
All of the questions around where the value would be found. And it's found in the frenzy. Forget the utility. Forget the trips. It's the guns.
And it's looking like so far another pistol round win for FPX. Leviatán got that first one.
They have to right the ship, man, but there's just no way.
Tough.
Yeah.
Truly a moment where you just have to completely move forward. Exactly.
Yeah, you just move on from there. ardiis has a Vandal, a Bulldog and a Spectre. Otherwise surrounding the bigger gun on FPX. And he's peeking mid. There's no one who's going to give him an early challenge yet either. I mean, look where the spike is.
Yeah, that might be a problem later on.
It seems like
They finally just realized.
Yeah.
They're just holding on to see if anybody wants to push through that one way, get up close on A main. And eventually they come back over here. ardiis just peeked in the mid a little bit. Got no information. Even not spotting Melser.
We're all going to walk into B main. You still have a trip down lane. Verso farming up the orbs, getting a little bit closer to having that 100 Fury to work with. And SUYGETSU has to be careful here. The trip is right now where he is, so he's going to get initial contact. And then he has to survive. And the crossfire from ardiis is certainly going to help from mid.
That smoke's going to fade. Yeah, they have to give that up. They tried to get through.
What a hold.
That spam from ardiis is just perfectly timed.
I mean, look at Shyy, look at adverso. They're so weak. ardiis only able to find one.
Angel only has a Sheriff. They're going for the Vandal.
It seems to be okay. I was just wondering if they were going to be able to recover the Vandal. No, they're not, but with 13 seconds left, I don't know that they have very many options. Shao close by with the Prowler. 10 seconds now on the clock as you've got kiNgg. You're going to have to deal with 2. SUYGETSU holds him back with the frenzy. I mean, obviously we'll find out, but it really doesn't feel like 7-5 was enough. But can they stop momentum?
All stars put down here for Melser. Usually this can definitely confuse your opponents. because there's so much thought to be put into it at the beginning of the round. But the only one is actually used is the one on Cat. And ardiis has spotted that they're not really walking up.
But they still may. See Melser still playing by tiles, checking Cat as you were just mentioning as the smoke dissipates.
They're putting a really big emphasis on the ult orb collection at this point.
He's now recalled 2 of the stars that you mentioned.
Oh.
And look at the pings on the minimap from FPX. Heavy lean towards B, but Shao's starting to rotate out.
Again, it's the Cat push. It's got destroyed on that very first round, and Angel's just found the timing to put down this one-way.
And he has a paranoia. This could be disaster. The flash
So many
up from
flashes.
Zyppan, the paranoia. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They could be walking into a meat grinder here.
Replace the smoke too.
30 seconds.
And they're going to
left.
commit. I don't know that they really have time to think this one through, to think twice about it, but they're going to try to pivot with 23 seconds left.
Same story that we saw the last round, this time with guns though.
They're going to go into the trips. They're going to go into the Cypher Cam. They're going to go into the presence from FPX. They have 3 members here. Make that 2.
That's a start. 14 seconds. SUYGETSU's falling back to try to get the spike down.
Once again, down to the very last moments of the round. And Shao gets 2. SUYGETSU holds the line. Adverso and Taco nowhere near making a play here.
1 enemy remaining.
And you could feel, because we saw what happened to them against Loud as well, they're trying to be more cohesive, but it's just a little too late. We say all this, and it is still a very close scoreline. Just need to find some way to crack open the FPX defense, and all of a sudden, we'll have a battle of minds. Remember, last time, you struggled to get through this Cat position. This time, they're all through, and they've got the early pick.
Yeah, but it felt fortunate. And look at that utility out from Shao. Yeah, he's going to have a Nightfall in his lap, but he holds the line. He's waiting, expecting any challenge.
That Nightfall just hit Gen and under. So they know the site is mostly clear once they clear dice. And ardiis and FPX are way far back.
Which they seem to be okay with.
Shao's got his ult.
Zyppan still has 2 flashes. He just got his knife back up. There's still so much utility for FPX.
But ardiis is on and off, so no dash for him really to use. There's the nade to clear out hell.
And that ult hit all 4. ardiis finds one with the op. SUYGETSU swings out from tree and is shooting in the back of their heads. Melser's going to have to hold it by himself. He's still healthy. 1v2. He's going to spot 1 player. But Shao on the hold. SUYGETSU on the swing. And FPX on the round.
Just such a solid hold, and using a little bit of Leviatán's own. And all stars put down again. ardiis wants to get aggressive through it. Remember, last time he didn't use that mid one at all. Ooh, okay, there's the idea. You saw why they were creeping inside that smoke every time. Using the dart to try to catch Zyppan. But it finds almost nothing except a little bit of damage onto Angel.
He seems to like playing with fire. But he manages to survive there, still with a little bit of armor and plenty of health to his name.
Tacolilla playing with the camera as well from SUYGETSU, and
Spot, shoulder. Couple of cloud bursts, and now the dash too. Feeling a little bit of pressure.
yeah, the smoke gives the opportunity for them to cross, so don't disagree with the usage.
Covering it.
There's a cross from Melser. They're going to approach Cat again. We've seen over and over. Leviatán want to hit this space, but look, SUYGETSU's completely on the other side. And both trips are placed inside of tree.
And you've got Zyppan close by. He still has a knife. He still has 2 flashes too. And now you've got the Hunter's Fury.
Kill trip. He throws his flash at the right time.
Adverso
There it is. He just got it.
Yes, he did. I don't think Adverso found anything with that Hunter's Fury.
There's no punish on the spray. And Taco gets destroyed on the flank. That's not even a factor in this round.
1 enemy remaining.
This just looks too easy, honestly,
10 seconds
for
left.
FPX. Melser manages to get a kill, but doesn't get the spike.
Disappeared
Yep.
from our agent selection. All good, though.
It's a shame. No, it's not all good.
No, we got Jetpack.
And ardiis is doing wonders with this agent. He's got the operator, he's got the Blade Storm. Cosmic Divide here is early, and it's interesting. Artist dashing away.
He's stuck.
Prowler in his face. He might be okay with that.
Okay.
Takes the high ground, takes the blades, and gets out.
And that Cosmic Divide didn't get anything. They're going back to tree. Angel's here!
Oh, and he finds nothing.
But there's also nothing here to follow up from FPX. So finally there's a space here for Leviatán to crack this open.
Yeah, but remember, Ball, it was a couple of rounds ago, situation very similar to this, where they just regrouped and they retook.
Sure, but that nade not available this time. Artist with the fly-through.
And Adverso's holding the flank too. This is different, but it ends in the same way.
Smoke already also put down on the doorway. It's going to be very difficult for FPX to find a way in here, but there is the flank coming from SUYGETSU, and there's nobody there to cover him.
He's also got the neural theft. He can find a kill. Everything is exposed. Everything is given away. Zyppan playing into the smoke. Oh, but the nade keeps him back for just a moment longer. Now SUYGETSU has arrived, and there's the head. Artist finds it all, but Shyy with the stinger, getting it back his way. Artist is going to have to do it himself. He's got the knives. He's got the shorty, but it's so far away. He's just going to have to tuck tail. Save the op.
Still one more fight for him to get through.
I got nothing to say. I feel like I smile a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you're just not a Sigma male.
I guess.
What can we say?
You want to play? Let's play.
Artist has every reason to smile right now.
Yeah, but he won't.
The thing is, Shy's taking some space mid. He's still pretty healthy with utility, but you got Zyppan waiting back in spawn. So if Shyy continues to embark upon this journey deep into spawn, deep into mid, it's going to be a problem. Artist has already gotten the second on the round. There's Zyppan with the third.
They're all isolated. Literally, look at these X's. There's just different places all over the map. Nothing to deal with Artist. And Taco's just been fooling around in this B main the entire time. I mean, every round on this attack side, that's been his role, and it's just not really doing much against SUYGETSU. He's just breaking the camera every round, essentially.
Yep.
If there's somebody who can take the fight to Artist, it's Taco. This man is pushing with an op. He's all the way in their spawn.
Oh, he's feeling it.
Here we go.
30 seconds left.
You can see Taco still holding that angle that Artist is about to walk into. There you go. You asked who could take the fight to Artist's doorstep. You said it was Taco, and well, there you go.
I mean, such another cool camp. Did Angel just TP up?
Yeah, he may have.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, he may have.
I love watching Angel sometimes, and not for the reasons that he probably wants.
Oh, Artist still with the op, though. And he just tried double dipping into what he had done in the previous round.
He got another kill, I mean.
Yeah, what do you say? What do you do?
This is rough right now. Leviatán, they just saved their weapons. They just got, remember, that first on the half. And so, loss bonus all reset right now. Super important.
Taking that back.
If they want to stay in this, they don't let FPX get to match point right here.
I mean, at this point, unfortunately, if you're Leviatán or a fan of Leviatán, you're living on a prayer, man. You're just begging for a miracle, anything to get you out of this map, right? If you have to stumble your way into it, so be it. But find a way to get to bind.
Shadows traveling.
And that just seems like such an arduous task right now. It seems bloody impossible.
And these calls, I mean, kiNgg has to be making them on more than just a feeling. He keeps coming back towards tree.
Left. Face your fear!
Nightfall. Angel's gonna get pushed back.
Artist is here, though.
Once again, expecting the peak, and it
No
doesn't
pushing
look
the
like
tree
it's
this time.
No, yeah. So Leviatán have gotten to space, they've gotten onto the site, but FPX are still healthy, and once again, with 10 seconds left, the spike does go down. SUYGETSU still has his ult. Angel has his too.
An aggressive tree smoke here. This is going to be difficult. There's a crossfire set up for Melser and Taco.
And kiNgg gets opener.
That's a spam.
Yeah, Taco's in a really good spot here, but he's so paranoid. You see him, he's checking back mid, make sure there's nobody flanking around him, applying pressure.
There's the nade.
Not another one.
Oh my goodness, he just escapes. And it's the call. No value out of anything there. And Angel Smoke actually gives room for Melser to get into it too, so.
That might have been the miracle that they needed. Second round of the half, going in favor of Leviatán, keeping the lead to 2.
And it was a good call.
Setup looks like her FPX here. As Leviatán again, just get rounds however you can possibly get them.
I mean, it's always been over towards the A side though.
A little bit of aggression towards mid.
All the recall
they're responding with flash and aggression of their own.
Yeah,
but adverso from back keeps them in the round.
Wow, that looks all pretty and stuff. FPX, they've given up. The A site, nobody's here to hold on to Cat. And it's still just an even situation. This 100% was favorable for Leviatán.
It's because of adverso's heroics.
And look at the spread still. Taco up top mid.
My ult's not ready.
ardiis is just completely exploring. Doors open too. There's the stars.
They don't know. The Prowler to check tiles. Yeah, you can tell by the process of elimination.
I mean, oh my god.
Good idea.
Spike planted.
They are going to clear out the door. They're going to take care of that. And once again, we're going to see this retake attempt. This time with some money so they can go for it. ardiis prepping the dash. Oh my gosh. So close! Adverso can't be a hero any longer. The gravity well to delay, to deny, at least for now, as the Haunt gives a little bit of info. The swing is there. He tries to go up top. The Cloudburst to provide some cover. And you're still going to have to deal with Taco. You still have to deal with Taco! Who's gotten it down to a 1v2 with 11 HP. SUYGETSU trying to get it to half. And he's going all the way.
FPX at brinks of death itself. A dismissal from playoffs.
How do they find space again? The thing is, Paul, this is where miracles happen, right? It's in situations like this. But speaking of miracles, ardiis is just outrageous right now.
He's the miracle maker, but look at this flank. kiNgg is already in the back of him. He's gotten the backstab. This round is chaotic. Angel is in such a tough spot. He TPs up top to take care of kiNgg.
Oh, but a great flash. Angel not finding safe passage out that way. Is he just going to ult his way out? He's been sitting on it for a little while. Try to find safety. The Haunt spots him. Yeah,
ooh, he's close to death.
Oh boy. Look at that.
He TP'd all the way back to B. That gives up the site.
ardiis uses his blades though. Curse on the plant.
Went for this updraft last time. Didn't find value this time.
Oh, ardiis, what are you going to do?
Angel still has his flash. And Shao's Haunt should be coming up sometime soon.
Everyone waiting with bated breath as we wait to see what ardiis will do.
Smoke on main. They have to go now.
Here goes. He goes up top. Spots a member. Not able to get the challenge as he tries to tuck behind Shyy. He's going to have to do it himself. And he doesn't. Melser.
Yeah.
And it didn't.
I mean, speaking of investment, look at the buy from FPX. It's just a couple Spectres. Taking this as a light buy, and they themselves have been reset. Their bank is empty. So, Leviatán has a massive chance. They don't know it, that this could go. 2-11 right now.
Flash and Prowler used early. And they fill into the space.
Remember, the one round that this started all off for Leviatán was that fake towards B with the Cosmic Divide, and then the pivot immediately over towards Cat. But Doombros has now had a chance to talk to his FPX team and figure out, let's not play tree, let's play on the A site. That's where SUYGETSU is, that's where Zyppan is. And Leviatán has swapped the idea. They're hitting this B site. There hasn't been much success, but this time it's just ardiis with a Spectre and Angel with a Sheriff. And no utility here whatsoever.
Don't necessarily be fooled by this. They like to wait until the very end of the round to fully commit, so there's still a chance at a pivot.
Oh, they're doing the fake again. It's been tree every time. Angel with just that star. Look at him. He's starting to move. You can see it on the mini-map.
30 seconds left.
Leviatán potentially putting their last stand into this site, into this round. ardiis, he's flashed, he's stunned, and he can't get away. Angel tucking forward. He's got a Sheriff, and he's got targets! But no, adverso cleans him up.
Clean.
I mean, they play that so well. The conditioning gets them to this.
Angel at this point. Angel made the switch. The two coaches had the opportunity to put their minds to it. And they've just gone back to giving the 2 trips over. Here's kiNgg. He's got his ult now. No command online.
Ardiis took some damage there. No armor. 78 HP. Still has operator.
Recall.
Yeah. Is there a rotation? Is there some sort of a reaction? Some sort of a response from FPX? No.
Melser has his Cosmic Divide too. We might see the exact sort of thing thrown out.
It's guaranteed to be chaotic either way. Adverso has used his ult that he now has for moments such as these.
For sure an A fake. Now that Tacolilla has come back and picked up the spike as well. A little bit of noise just made.
But the thing is, with every moment that passes, there's delay and there's doubt.
ardiis and SUYGETSU have to hold firm here. Cosmic Divide going to be used. You're going to see the double push out in towards A with the dart and kiNgg.
The thing is, when the Cosmic Divide comes out, what do? They've used the Nightfall, and it's not going to hit anyone.
Oh, wait, no, the Nightfall!
Is used.
It barely tagged! I don't think it tagged anybody. They're rotating off. They were using it as a check.
But kiNgg falls on the other side of the map. That is going to draw the rotations. You see 3 of them on the side of A. ardiis is still playing mid. It's just SUYGETSU on this side, and he's going to swing out through the wall. He's going to swing out through the wall, but he only gets 1! Leviatán with 12 seconds left should be able to get the spike down. They have site control, but Adverso's on the flank. Adverso's on the flank. He's going to have to show up quickly. Shao keeping Shyy down. And Melser flashed up, can't find anything. Now Adverso shows up, but is it too late? Oh, he's gotten into 1, but Zyppan wins it out! Oh, they were so close! But it's all a ruse at the end of the day. FPX wave goodbye to Leviatán as they send them home.
A great attempt. So close. Oh, so very close by Leviatán.
To come so far in the second half. To try to get it down to a 1v1 and for it not to matter.
Again, you think back to that group stage performance and you wonder, what could have been for this team, Leviatán? But it's FPX who move on. FPX, our reigning champions, are not done yet. And our first of 3 EMEA teams facing eliminations today move on.
Crowd well behind FPX here as you see him. Oh, responding to, as you were mentioning, previous champs.
And while at the beginning of this you might have thought it was a clean 2-0, they still struggled. That might be a problem for them looking forward, especially on Ascent. What we saw against DRX, losing that map for the first time internationally.